Okay, welcome to this axle peg, and it is a tough part, or you might think it's tough, but in reality, it's kind of similar to the other ones. They don't give you a lot of dimensions to work off of, but even though they don't give us a cross section, I think that might be a decent way to approach this part. So I'm going to imagine that I slice this in half and I'm going to revolve it, and I'm going to start by drawing out a cross section of what this probably looks like. Something like that, 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 probably like this, something here, and I also know there's an arc to this part, something like that. So we're going to revolve this, and it's going to make the axle peg, but we need some dimensions, of course. So what do we know about this part? We know that this circle out here has a diameter of 0.422, and there's actually two of these circles, and there's also a diameter of this circle here of 0.25. I actually draw some lines, 0.25, 0.422. Over here, let's get a dimension from here to here, and this is going to be that 0.422 divided by 2, so it's going to be 0.211. This is going to be that 0.25, but of course divided by 2 because it's only half, so that's going to be 0.125. We also know this arc has a spherical radius of 0.236, so let's go ahead and put that in play. 0.236. And did that one. The difference between here is 0.031, whereas the difference from the bottom here to the top of this part is 0.125. So here to here is 0.31. And here to here is 0.125. I'm going to adjust this a little, try to get it better placed. So all that is looking pretty good. Lastly, we need to put in this length over here, like how long this part is. They don't give us a very clear definition, so what we're going to use is this ×1 at the end of this threading. This part's threaded, 20 threads per inch, so we're going to use that 1 to represent the length of this part. And it's just going to be the distance from, where it starts to over here as 1 inch. And that should be it. Let's go ahead, finish the sketch, use the revolve tool, and revolve this around that axis. Oh, you know what we forgot? We forgot the thickness of that cylinder. So actually I'm going to go back real quick and give this a thickness. They don't really specify, but I know that it is 0.196. So I'm going to type that in here, 0.196 divided by 2. So that's going to be the thickness of the part. And if you're a little off, or if you did like 0.25 divided by 2, I'd be perfectly fine with that. So we have that in place. And let's go ahead and revolve this part now. Okay, perfect. Hit OK. Let's add some final touches to this. We have a hexagon on this side that is, 532 across flats, which means from one flat end to the other flat end will be whatever this number is in decimal. And we also know it is 0.111 deep. So that's how far it's cut into the part. I'm going to start a sketch on this surface. And underneath the rectangle tool, there is the polygon tool. Its default is 6 sides, so this is going to work out. I clicked on the center. I drop down a hexagon, and I'm going to dimension it from one flat to the other flat on the other side, hence the cross flats. And I'm going to set that to 5 divided by 32. So that's my hexagon. I'm going to extrude that as a cut, 0.111 deep. So there's the cut. And then on this side, I actually need to put a chamfer. It's a 45 degrees times 0.03 chamfer. So let me go to behind my fillet tool to chamfer, open this up and set a 0.03 by 45 degree chamfer. Click on this and then click on the edge. And you can see it, hit OK. There's the chamfer. And then we need to thread the part. And all they tell us about the threads is that it's a offset by 1/4 inch, 1/4 20 UNC. So underneath the hole tool, we have the thread tool. And I think, let's see if it lets us, maybe I have to click on the surface first. But it's not going to full length, like we said. There's a 1/4 offset on it, so a 0.25, traveling an inch. And let me select the face, and you can kind of see when I'm hovering over it, if I hover on the other end, like it revolves it or it moves it across. So I'm going to click over here. Let's see, perfect. Under specifications, it's asking me if this is what I want. I'm going to go to the 0.25, make sure it's 1/4 20 UNC, and then hit apply and cancel. So if you did that, you're going to end up with part number 6. Okay, there you go. Peace.